Hello, I'm Andrew, he's Yoshi, and this is the Railway Dogcast. Sitting alongside me, we've got Tony from Hentis Rail.
Hello.
I'm sure you're all familiar with his train sim streaming sessions on YouTube, and if you're not, I recommend you go and watch it after this. Our guest this time needs no introduction, and I've always wanted to say that, like a budget Poundland Michael Parkinson. She's an author, artist, and dog lover. Oh, and a train driver. It's Bessie Matthews.
Hello, thank you so much for having us.
No, thank you so much for coming along.
And Bambi.
Oh yeah, and I've brought Bambi.
Yes,
Bambi.
most important. Well, not most important. But
Definitely
yes.
the most important, yeah.
Bambi's the diva.
Yeah. So, hello. So, kicking off the most important question: have you always had dogs?
I have always had dogs, yeah. So our first dog, when I was a little girl, was called Deefa, so Deefa dog. And yeah, just always grown up with dogs. And then as an adult, the first thing I did when I got my first flat was get a dog. Yeah. And so, and he's still knocking about and running around, and little old man, and he's beautiful, and I can't imagine my life without dogs in it.
Oh wow, because obviously I've just moved into a flat about last year, and people were saying, "Oh, you need to get a dog or a cat," and I was just like, "I don't know, I really don't know." So
it's nice for the company, because I think it was definitely difficult when I was younger, having dogs in a flat, and then also juggling college and little jobs and stuff. But it's just giving you've got the sweets. It's just giving them that extra time in it, and taking them out, and it gets you outside and feeling good.
Absolutely. That's why I got Yoshi, was to get me out of out of the house. Yeah.
You've been all over the place, Yoshi.
Well, yeah, he's a well-travelled dog.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because we first met Yoshi on the Watercress line.
You've got a good memory.
Yeah, because all I wanted to do was touch that dog in the face. And I think that's where we first met.
Yes,
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then I saw you the second time in Dorchester.
Yes.
I was on a possession site and nothing was happening.
Because you came into Dorchester South and then you went over to Dorchester West.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm like, was he with me?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because I couldn't remember you, but I could remember Yoshi was there.
Isn't that always the case?
It's always the case. No, it was nice to see you both
I think
there.
I saw you go down, but I don't think you were driving at the time. I think you just passed out driving.
That's it, yeah. So I think I was a couple of weeks before passing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's gone really fast. It's a year this month. Since
it is, yeah.
It's just madness. It all goes so fast.
Oh, time does fly.
It's a bit
When
scary.
you're having fun, supposedly.
Yes.
So, as you've touched on train driving, I suppose we should talk about that, really. You're often identified as a champion for women in the railway industry.
Which is just, that's a proper pinch me sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because thinking about the women that have influenced me and the things that they've done, to then be, have some people refer to me in that same sense is just madness. Really? No, ignore me. Have a look at these amazing women, and it's...
Gosh.
He's eating sweets off the table.
His nose works well.
He's a good boy.
That's all you're getting.
He's going through my bag. I love him so much.
He is.
So did any of these amazing women, did they influence you joining the railway, or was it something that you kind of always wanted to do?
I've always wanted to be on the railway.
Yeah.
Always wanted to be on the railway. It was the amazing women like Heather Waugh. She was the only freight driver in Scotland. It's amazing women like Heather that influenced me to go driving, because it wasn't something that I ever thought that I could do. It wasn't, I started on the railway as a guard.
Okay.
Always wanted to be a guard. I love being a guard. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, being a guard. So I started in 2018 for Greater Anglia. So it was all the old stock and all the old signalling.
The dog boxes.
The dog boxes,
dog
which are my
boxes,
favourite. I love a
Yes,
153. It's the 156s, the 170s. We had
170s, I love that.
You know what? I
Lovely.
actually miss them. I didn't think I would, but I actually miss them.
They're
Even the
lovely.
321s. I signed the 321s, and I used to hate them at the time. Bloody dusty
I think,
bins.
even as from a spotter point of view, you get used to them to a degree where it just becomes the norm. But when they're gone,
Oh, it's
you
devastating,
do-
isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
Are they all
it's-
gone now?
I think 321's mostly has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some went to Veramis because
Oh, they do the
he's like electric
parcel.
freight. That's it. Yeah.
That's what they wanted to do the parcel.
So it's nice to sometimes see those out and about. I was up north recently and went past a few of them, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a 321!"
Yeah.
Whereas before, if I ever saw a 321, I think, "Oh, for
Yeah.
God's sake," because I used to be on the 90s with the Horde sets going into London, but yeah, a 321 would rock up, and I think, "Oh."
Not
Oh
you
no, I
again.
don't want this. And my 21 key would snap in the desk, and I wouldn't know what to do. Or you'd put a key in at the same time as the drivers put the key in, and the whole thing would go pop. And and we used to do the Colchester to Colchester town jobs as Ipswich guards,
Right.
and it was literally Colchester, Colchester town, Colchester, Colchester town, Colchester, Colchester town in a 3-2-1, and I'd just be going mad. But looking back now, I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant job. It
Yeah,
was fantastic.
because I think that's where
Right.
I first sort of knew about you was actually when I think all this came about when you were, I think just after you moved to Freightliner,
Yeah.
and you had the little column in Rail Express magazine.
That's right. Yeah, I wrote for Rail Express for just over a year. That was
Yeah.
great fun.
Yeah, I was just like, didn't you do any more, or was it just like a year thing that you had to do, or well, not had to, but yeah.
No, it was just something that after a while, you know what? I feel like people must get so sick of seeing me. I'm everywhere because I love getting involved and doing stuff like this, and it's an absolute honour that you've asked me. And I just, yes, I want to do that. I want to come and do stuff. So, started writing for Rail Express. That was like my first little writing thing. Then started writing for RSSB's Right Track. Had the idea for Arlo's Adventures in back end of 2019, start of 2020. And when you've got, and it's so nice to see it out in the wild. When you've got an idea and you don't really know what to do with it or how to start, and it just kind of lived in there for a little while. And a brilliant woman of the name of Karen Bennett had come out with her own book called 100 Women, 100 Journeys. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So it's a massive collection of 100 stories from 100 women, all about the railway. And she's since then come out with another 2 books, so 100 More Women, 100 More Journeys, and then 200 Railway Stories of Pride. They're just brilliant, fantastic books. And I'd done loads of little projects by myself before Arlo's Adventures. And for the first time, I thought, I need help. I need help with this. This is bigger than I can do on my own. So I reached out to Karen, and honestly, it just went from there. I just said to her, how did you publish your book? How did you do this? Because originally, I was just going to have it as like a little online comic and then just print it out on paper and hand it out. And she was brilliant. She helped with so much. And then suddenly, about 3 months later, I'm holding a physical book.
That must be an amazing feeling.
Yeah, having a whole box of these books coming. It's like, and it's weird because it doesn't feel like I did that.
Did you feel quite removed from it now then?
Yeah, it's gone and done its own thing. It's been translated into, it's been read out to Ukraine children or children from Ukraine. It's been translated into Welsh. There's been sign language. It's just gone and done its own thing. And
which is really, really good.
Which is amazing. Yeah. And it got to a point where before I'd have people go, "Oh, you're the lady who wrote Arlo's Adventures." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, thank you." And then recently I walked past a Litley reading it on the train. Oh. And I couldn't help myself. And I went, "I wrote that." And he looked at me like, "Yeah, all right." But I did. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Crazy woman, leave us alone.
Is there a picture of you in the back with the?
That's right. Yeah. So I'm holding Arlo's hand at King's Cross, and he's holding Roald Dahl's Railway Safety book, because that is what
the forerunner was
really, inspired the whole thing. So, and this could be a drinking game because I start a lot of sentences with this. When I was a guard, my training was run by a guy who's still doing it. and he's very. I'll say he's very good, just for the record. You're very good. No, he was fantastic. And after the guards training was finished and we're all passed out and we're all set free, he gave a copy of Roald Dahl's Railway Safety book to me, and I've still got it. And then that was it. That, I think that is what planted the seed of, we need a modern day version of this. And that book is brilliant. It's you know, it's got pictures of kids losing their heads out of drop lights, and that's what we need. We need kids to be we need adults to be traumatised.
Do you remember back in the 70s? Or
I know the adverts that you're talking about, and like the sports day.
There was one, with the railway one as well. Where it's just like, I couldn't watch it.
Oh,
I literally turned away. And the other ones was like when there was the kid getting the frisbee off the electric pylon sort of thing, and you see that, and you see
they're so traumatising.
They just literally burst into flame. It's like,
oh, one of my favourites is the it's a whole. God, how long it. I can't even think of what year that must have come out, but it's like it's a sports day event, and it's all these kids, you know, let's go run through a tunnel, and they're all running through a tunnel, and then they count how many have died, and it's like it's awful. Oh, it's so awful, but that's the sort of stuff that we need. And I like, actually at the moment, Network Rail are bringing out loads of quite traumatising stuff. So I'm hoping loads of children and loads of adults get really, really scared and stop messing about on the railway.
There was one I saw this morning where they had a stuntman where it says, basically, it even had the little spoiler sort of thing, you know, this bit harsh to watch sort of thing.
Yeah.
As a stuntman being pulled at a certain amount of miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's literally being flung all over the track sort of thing. I think I shared it on the Hentis Rail page.
Yeah, because they're talking about being hit by like a 400-ton train and what it does to your spine, and it's it's awful, absolutely.
It's quite. Well, that was at 8 o'clock when I woke up this morning. I was just looking on the phone like.
Well, traumatises me just thinking about it.
But that's what we need, because people. It doesn't happen to you until it does. That's that whole thing. And that's what I wanted with Arlo's Adventures. I didn't want it to be a do not do this, do not do that, because no one pays attention. You need to learn from your mistakes. But on the railway, you can't learn from your mistakes because that's it. You make a mistake and you're either seriously injured for the rest of your life, or you don't have a rest of your life.
That's it, yeah.
So with Arlo's Adventures, it's a pick a path storybook. So you can decide whether, you know, Arlo's going to run out in front of a train, and then it's going to show you it doesn't show you what will happen, because that would have just been awful, but there's heavy implications of
what could happen, what will happen,
and it was quite funny really, because I'd drafted this whole book and I sent it out to loads of people. I sent it out to parents, I sent it out to BTP, I sent it out to Community Rail, and I said, look, this is the draft, what do you think? And everyone loved it except for one page that I'd done that I needed to change. And it's the page where the characters are all sat on the platform edge and they've got their legs hanging over the platform edge. And what I'd done is if you've chosen this will happen. I had their little bones sticking out the end of their legs, and they were like, yeah, maybe don't do that. So instead I've got them on crutches with their legs in casts.
Oh, that's not fun. I was looking through the page for it.
Yeah, I think it's towards the end. Around here somewhere, a little past that, but that everyone come back to me and said,
step too far.
No little bones. We don't need little bones. That's it. So they've got nice casts on instead.
We shouldn't be laughing, but no, I understand fully with this.
What I like about the book as well is all the little Easter eggs and the little touches. Because is it Moss?
Yes,
I love his little
Moss.
Deltic.
He's got a Deltic dungaree
whiskers.
set on.
So you might be able to see that on the camera.
This is great for the YouTube version, but not for the.
Sorry.
Sorry, audio listeners. So there's a fox character called Moss, and he's got a little Deltic inspired. It's got the whiskers on the front of his dungarees with the same colour scheme. Dusky the rabbit, she's got an intercity dress on with a swallow hair clip. There are so many Easter eggs in this book because it's not just for kids, you know. It's for the enthusiasts in all of us. There is this one here. There's a stoat being tripped over, and she's lobbed a Class 66 manual all over the train. There is so much. There's a Cockney sparrow waiting for a train on one of the platforms.
Stratford.
That's it. Yeah. So I've got all sorts. The balloon that is hanging off the overhead wires. Yeah, that's based on Red Star parcels.
Yeah, you can remember Red Star parcels.
It's so nice to get all that different bit of railway history into it. So yeah, it was Blue Star parcels in my book because I didn't want.
No copyright infringement.
No copyright infringement there. No. I don't think they'd come after us. I'd be surprised.
But yeah, it is really, really nice little book.
And you can still find the electronic version online, can't you?
Yeah, it's online for free.
We'll put the link in the description.
In the description.
Yeah, thank you.
Do we point?
Yeah, I know, we're pointing. Yeah,
point in the description.
Yeah, again, doesn't work on audio, but we're pointing.
We're pointing.
Close your eyes and imagine we're pointing. Unless you're driving, please don't close your eyes.
Yeah, do not. Yeah.
So, how many years did you do as a guard?
You know what? It felt like, because it was what I wanted to do always. Yeah. It felt like I've always done it, but I only did it for 2 years. Yeah, like the long end of 2 years. Because it was a really strange feeling. It's like, I want to be a guard, I want to be a guard, I want to be a guard. Oh, I've done it.
I'm now a guard.
Yeah, now what? And I loved every second. And Greater Anglia, they're brilliant. And the new rolling stock come through, so the flirts, we've got the 745s, the 755s. And it changed the role for me. There was no longer the little dog just panting on the floor. There was no longer there are still operational sides of the role for guards, but it wasn't the same as, stepping out of a scud, having a look down the platform, stepping back in, 2 fingers on the door buttons, opening the door. Well, I say the door, and watching people.
What was the scud?
It's the 153. Yeah, stinking, beautiful little things. I've missed those.
That's
so
the dog
much.
box as well.
Yeah, it's the dog box. Yeah, dog box scud. I think people call it the roller skate. all sorts. But yeah, the operational side of that job was phenomenal. It was brilliant. Walking up and down trains, going, tickets please, as your keys are dangling at your side and going, I'll be back with you in a minute. I've just got to run 4 coaches that way because that's where the dispatching point is. And
did you have any interesting incidents?
You know what? I had so many bizarre things, from the downright awful to the what the hell? There was coming out of London, going towards Norwich, on the big intercity trains. We dispatch at Stratford at the back end of the train by first class. So I remember seeing a gentleman sat on his own on a table. It was like a 4-seater at a table. Didn't think anything of it. I've opened the door, checking down the train, getting the tip to go, shut the doors. Right, that's it. From Stratford, we're now off for a little while. I'll go and check the tickets. I'll turn around, go in. He's not there, but there's a poo on the chair. Oh. And I was thinking, what do I do with that? Because I'm thinking, I need a responsible adult, but it's just me. I don't know what to do with that. So I ended up closing that bit off with a reel of tickets and telling everyone to move somewhere else. Yeah. It's just bizarre stuff.
And the stupid thing is that that train has to be taken out of service.
That's it, yeah, because I ended up having to lock all those doors. Everything was then out of use. And it's like, what on earth? And the poor cleaners as well, because we're just travelling along with like hundreds of people and a poo. And it's
you'd want a hazmat suit, wouldn't you?
And you have to ring control and you say to them, I'm so sorry, I've just found a poo. And then they're thinking, right, what on earth? And then the poor cleaners, you're coming into Norwich and you see them all stood there and you think, I'm so sorry, this is so bad. But just absolutely, and that's the best part of the job, I think, is the people, and nothing is the same. And everyone is loopy, including all the staff, and it was brilliant. And I think actually it goes for every job on the railway that, all right, you might not find a job that suits you, so then you can just carry on, because that's another brilliant thing, that you can carry on going from place to place until you find somewhere that fits you. But every job is just,
so
like it.
Was it the poo that inspired you to go into driving?
No, you know what? It was the poo that made me opt in for rest day work the next day. I was like, right, what else can happen? No, so yeah, the new stock started coming through, and they're brilliant trains, the Flirts. They are, for passengers, they are out of this world. They've got level boarding, the lighting is amazing, the legroom is incredible. You know, having these blooming big battery packs that you can kind of like shuffle through the middle. It's a different kind of travelling. But as a guard, it didn't feel the same. I like the nitty gritty, something's on fire, but it's fine because we'll just flick a switch and it will somehow go out sort of feeling. And so that's what I craved. I'm very much for, we need to modernise the railways because time goes fast and we need to catch up, and it's bittersweet because I do like the old stuff.
Oh, definitely.
So that's when I started looking around at other options, and driving again never entered my head. I didn't think about it. I did a 6-month secondment in Romford Rock as an information controller. That was superb. Every day was just a million miles an hour, and even during COVID, it was just crazy. Some of the calls that would come through, or some of the things that were going on out in the real world, so to speak. But that's then what I ended up missing, is being out on the front line.
So what would an information controller do?
So information controller, I had a bit of a go on the Twitter desk. That was fun. Right. Replying to things, that was good fun.
I wouldn't be allowed on that.
Yeah, you got to hold yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm very down to earth and like,
I remember one person had tweeted in and said, "Your trains are so loud, they're waking my cats up." And I replied and I said, "Oh, I do apologise to your cats. Is there anything we can do?" I was thinking, I probably should not have replied to that. But then it was a lot of working around London, Liverpool Street, with that being like, Greater Anglia's big city hub. Keeping an eye on CCTV, relaying information to passengers over PAs or over information screens. So you'd write stuff out on the information screen. So there's all people behind every single thing that you see, from the clock to the information screens. There's a person behind it. Customer information controllers, and that was brilliant. But it ended up not being for me. I missed being out. Contingency plans are great fun in control, but they're so much better when you're out in the real world going, I don't know what to do. And it's that problem solving and the quick on your feet, like, right, I'm going to do this, and this. Yeah. And hopefully I've got a plan B by the time I've come to start doing it. It wasn't for me. I started applying to everything and anything, from signaller to mom to cleaner to shunter to... I just wanted to do something outside, out on the railway. And I ended up getting a call back from South Western Railway as a depot driver in Fratton, which I passed the psychometrics. It was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be driving trains. And I did that for a few months, but because I'd applied to so much, I then got an email from Freightliner going, are you still interested? Oh my God, yes, I am. Yeah, I want to get on diesels. I want to pull points. I want to do couplings. I would just want to get my hands dirty and feel like I'm, passenger work is hard work. It is hard work, but I feel like the physical side of things is very different. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to still be running around like a loony. Because as a freight driver, I'll be sat down for hours, just sat. But then suddenly at one point in your job, you might have to do a run round. So you've got to cut yourself. Oh, the aliens are coming. You've got to cut yourself off, so your engine's rumbling away and you're getting between your engine and your wagons and you're unhooking yourself and, you've got your brake pipes. And, the whole thing, the experience. That's probably why I'm shouting, because I can't hear anything anymore. But, going freight was the best thing I've ever done. And especially being inspired by women like Heather, where you see someone doing it that you can relate to. It's like, that's a lady. That's a lady near my age. And she looks like she's having a really good time and a really fun time, and I'm going to apply. I'm going to do it. I want to do that. And I pinch myself every day that I'm doing that. It's mad.
And that, you said that was at Maritime, wasn't it, in Southampton?
That's right, yeah. So
Yeah.
I started with Freightliner in Southampton Maritime as a shunt driver. So putting trains together, taking trains apart, working with ground staff, and it's all 5 mile an hour, 3 mile an hour back. So 5 forward, 3 back. And that was a great job. Working with ground staff and working with people in the traffic office. But then all of a sudden you get a thirst for it. So you've got all these stinking, horrible drivers bringing trains in, going, here, have at it. You put that away. That's your job. And I was thinking, wow, what must that be like to be the person bringing that in? Yeah. And now she's having a go. And, it was a case of everything seems to just fall into place at the right time. Yeah. Or if it doesn't, then it's not the right time. And I'd seen an advert for mainline driving out of Eastleigh with GBRF. I just thought, I'll put in for it. And if I don't hear back, then it's no issue because I'm still very happy where I am. And if I do hear back, then it's a bonus because suddenly I'm now doing something else again. And I love that learning. I love the early stages where you have no idea who anyone is, what anything is. You go through classrooms and it's such a trying to cram stuff in your brain and thinking, oh, wow, I'm really bad at this. I don't know what I'm doing. But then suddenly everyone goes, it'll click, you'll be fine, it'll click. And you're thinking, nah, it's not going to click for me, it's not going to click for me. And then months down the line, it's like, oh, no, it clicked for me. Yeah, it worked. And, for that to have all happened, so from a guard in 2018 to now in 2025 as a freight driver for GBRF it's just been a mad journey.
Yeah, because that took me by surprise. That it's just like, because obviously I follow you, follow Sophie and... Is it Sophie? Yeah.
We have my best friend Steph is there is Sophie for EMR. She's a guard going driving for EMR. We're taking over.
It's the other one is Flying Vixen.
Yeah, Amy as well at DB.
I mean, she was a midwife.
It's just madness, isn't it?
It's crazy, and it's good. It's good to see more women driving trains as well. You know? And I was just like, when I saw I think it's you and Steph that were going blue. It's just like you had the picture of was it the iPad, the iPhone?
Yeah, all our kit.
Yeah, I was just like, she's actually going to be a freight driver. Wow.
Yeah.
You know? And it's so inspirational.
The opportunities it's been hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody hell, it's been hard work. But it's been worth every second. And I don't think there would be anyone out there that would say it's easy, because it's not easy. And
no.
It's mentally tough, especially, if you're a sensitive little soul like me and you're telling yourself that you can't do it and you go home and you think, oh, God, I'm really bad at what I do. But it's worth every high and low.
So there was obviously extra training, because obviously from being a shunt driver, like for Freightliner, to being a full mainline driver, I think it was, how long did it take you to qualify from the shunt driver to the full-time driver?
So from Freightliner being at Maritime, I still drove a whole mile and 69 chains on the main line. Get in. So I had my train driver licence. I had the full rules, other than the only thing that we didn't cover at Freightliner as shunt drivers was level crossings. Didn't need to, didn't go over any level crossings. And plus then it kept something different between us and the mainline drivers. There was just that little bit that we were missing. So when I transitioned over to GBRF, it was 6 weeks in the classroom, going over things that we did know, just a quick refresher, and then going over new things that we didn't know. And then once we passed all the big scary exams to get us out of the classroom, it was then just doing handling hours. So the fastest I'd ever driven before going out in the main line was 25 mile an hour. It's all right, it's okay. Oh my goodness, I was terrified of going anything over 50 for at least the first month. And my poor DI, he sat next to my driving instructor, he sat next to me going, your speed is 75 here, what are you doing? I can't. I'm sat on the edge of my seat and I'm white knuckling. I'm going, no, this is way too fast.
I'm good for this. I'm good for this.
Driving is easy. Stopping is hard.
Yes.
And so when you know that you're on restrictives, you've got a double yellow flying past, and then you put your brake in, and then all of a sudden the single yellow's flying past, and it's, oh my God, I'm not going to stop. A whole different experience. completely a whole different experience.
When you were comfortable driving the 66s, when you eventually got to 75 miles an hour, was there a big smile on your face?
There still is. Every single day there still is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it feels, you know what, there's some parts on the railway, where Mitcheldever, right? It feels like you're coming off. Oh my God, swinging side to side. This doesn't feel right. You're checking your speedo. How fast am I actually going? Oh my goodness. But it's great. It's a great feeling. It is superb.
Because I used to go to, well, I still do go to Eastleigh, but this is before they did all the point work at the north end of the station. And we used to get some of the freights that didn't stop going through, or the HSTs that went straight through. You'd actually see them just bouncing across the point work.
Yeah.
And you're just like, is that going to come off or is that going to stay on? You know, and it's just like...
When you see
step
empty
back
wagons
out the way.
going past and they're just
Yeah.
rocking like this
Yeah.
and going side to side on the rails, and you're thinking, how on earth is that staying on? It's... Yeah.
There's always one video that I did, and I did ask a question when it eventually put it onto YouTube. I was at Harrow and Wealdstone, and there was this 66 coming down, and the video was zooming in. And the 66, it was a DB 66 on intermodal, but the front bogie was going like that. And it's just, you see it coming down the road, and you get coming down the rails, and it's just like the front bogie was just going like that. It was wobbling from side to side.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
And I'm just like, what on earth, hello, is wrong?
But that's that old... That, to me, that feels like old railway. Like how I know it, that feels like old railway, and that's what I love. Just seeing things that you think, how is that doing that? How, is that okay? And
I was thinking it's something to do with the middle wheels, the middle axle in the actual bogie itself. But no one still managed to answer the question.
it's like if you see a plane, if you go, how is that flying? And then all of a sudden the plane hears you and stops and then just starts going. You can't ask these. It's magic.
It's magic, yeah.
It's all magic. But it's... So with Freightliner, I used to sign the 70s as well. I've never, other than that little mile and 69 chains, I've never driven a 70, proper full chat. And I would love to, I've got a whole career ahead of me. There's all sorts that I can do. But when they're going past and you think, oh my goodness, the clag coming out of it is just thick, dark. Everyone on the platform's going, and trying to,
get it. Love seeing it. Yeah, I was up at Eastleigh. When was I up at Eastleigh? A few weeks ago, I think it was, and there was a 70 there, and it was just like accelerate coming out, and it was just so much clag and everything all over the place. I was like.
So you said you want to drive 70s. Is it 66s and 69s that you?
Yeah, so as a driver at
on there?
GB, I drive 66s, and I've not yet driven a 69 solo, but I am passed out on 69. So when that day comes, oh my goodness, I'm going to just be, bring it on, I can't wait.
Yeah, the 69s are nice.
And have you got ambitions to drive a 99?
Oh, I'd love to have a go on a 99. You know what? There is not a single thing that I would say no to driving. Right, even a rail rover, I'd be like, yeah, I'll have a go. Get us in that, I'll do that. The little Quattro diggers coming past, I'll get in that.
Yeah,
I love
to do that.
Yeah, I'll drive it all. The little push things, I'll stand on that. I'll do that.
Yeah, nice little workout for that.
Oh yeah, I think they should do that down in Swanage. I think they should.
Yeah, we'll have to have a word with Swanage, get a rail.
Yeah, I'll come down.
Yeah.
All have a go. Have the dogs in the middle as we're just
That's it,
pushing up and down.
Have 3 dogs on the other end.
Yeah.
Just push up and down.
Start smushing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like your journey, literally from a guard through to a full-time mainline freight driver. Short amount of time, but it's been really, really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And because it's the other good thing as well is because you, Sophie and Steph, and Flying Vixen are all on social media. It's there for people to see, and so they're thinking, maybe I could do that, maybe, And that to me is really, really inspirational. I mean, personally, the thing that I've always wanted to do was be a train driver. I can't do that because of medical conditions and that. And that is really, this is why I have the train sim, thing.
And that's nice that it's not something that you've gone like, oh, it's not, I physically can't do it, so I'm just going to blank it and ignore it and block it out of my life. It's nice that you still embrace it in ways that you then can do it and there's
yeah.
other opportunities out there that you could, like. Do they still do driver for a £5, or is it now driver for 455?
It's driver for a mortgage. Now,
Yeah.
I think Swanage are doing one at some point, and there's another one I think doing them. I think they're doing it with the 20 or 30.
Are they?
That's my phone again.
Overall,
Not cheap, I guess. I did driver for they did a shunter driver for a £5 a couple of years ago at Swanage. Which that was scary enough for me.
did manage to drive. I've said this before. A 47 when they came down into Poole.
That's cool.
For I was only 16 at the time.
You must have been heaving as well.
I was like, oh my god, because it's just what you call it. Because it was all it was is literally. I was down there to see. We used to have a sleeper train go up to Reading from Poole about 7:30 at night, and it came down from the depot at Bournemouth. Just grunting down there.
There's a little pig down there, oinking at your feet.
And I was down there like with my dad, and it's about 16, I think it was, and it's just like the driver said, "Can you pop up in the cab? I'll take you for a cab ride down the thing." So down into the sidings at Poole and the run round sidings. So my dad went, yeah, that's fine. No worry, he didn't care, sort of thing. Just
take him away.
Take him away, yeah. So I just like sat in the second-hand seat, going down there, and he's explaining everything, what happens and everything.
Wow.
And we changed ends. As we changed ends, we were coming back to get into the cab, the rear cab, which would have been the front cab. He said, you're going to drive this. And he goes, I'm going to tell you what you do. Yeah. And I was like, really? He said, yeah, take the controls, sit in the seat.
Wow.
And yeah, he just told me what I needed to do. And it was even just bringing the loco to stand, it was just like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I came off that train with the biggest smile ever.
I can imagine it must have been
like,
burning.
Buzzing. I was like, oh my God. And that I really, really wanted to do, but I couldn't get onto the railways, and now I couldn't do it anyway because I have Meniere's disease, which is a balance condition. So, yeah, so the train sim world, it does it for me because I can drive anything.
That's just load it up and off you go.
Yeah, and fall asleep in it as well.
Yeah. See, whereas I'm not allowed to do that, so I suppose
that's why you have the DSD and everything.
Yeah, the UAWS going off. And
you've got to concentrate so much, even on that. You still get the SPADs and the red lights and the AWS and everything beeping at you, and if you get it right and that. But,
and it is a proper mental.
Yeah.
Mental thing.
I think this is one of the reasons why I fell asleep, because it is tiring, and I was pretty tired yesterday anyway. But but it's literally the full on. It's kind of simulation, really. It shows you start up the 66 and put the handle in and everything. It's just like when. What was it? It was one of the 69s was down at Swanage 2 years ago, I think it was. Would have been the Derby research one.
Is that? Oh, what number is that? Is that 13?
No.
I can't remember what number that is.
It's one of the lower numbered ones. I can't remember.
No, I can't remember what number that is.
One of the guys, he actually, said, "Do you want to come out and sit in the seat?" So sat in the seat. I just like. So he put the. I was saying to him, I said, put the reverser in. I said, basically, obviously, start it up, which I don't know the procedure to start it up. So but it was just like, as I say, I said, I'd love to drive this. I said, can you just unisolate the battery for me?
That's brilliant. That must be like, how on earth? Because I've helped out with, so down at Arlington's, we had 313201, and I helped out doing driver experiences there. So it was the brilliant guy who owns it, a guy called Peter Spoke. He's a fantastic bloke. So he's down one end helping people, I'm down the other end helping people, and we're literally just going up and down the works doing driver experiences. And so many people, you know what, at the start of it, I had kids coming up going, I've driven this on train sim, and I'm like, yeah, all right, get in. Oh, actually, I don't have to tell you anything. Okay. And so then more kids were coming going, oh, I've driven this on train sim. Brilliant. That means I don't have to tell you as much. Go for it.
Just don't go too fast.
Yeah. It's 5 here. You know how to get. No, it's 5 here. It's 5.
5 miles an hour.
But that was good fun. We were playing games of let's all stop at the stop board and try not to fall out while we're going along. But no, it's brilliant. It is a good experience.
Yeah, because I was going to go for that, but then there's a few appointments that I couldn't do because on the days what they were doing it, I couldn't do it. So
it's a shame.
Which is annoying.
Because I think the last one has just gone. I think, I'm not sure.
Because it's
Hoping
it's
to
up
do
to the Great Gathering, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just
So,
mad.
Yeah, because you're going, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
So when I couldn't sleep last night because I was just too excited. I
Like
thought
Christmas.
about a little feature we could do. So
Alright.
rover or railway. So I'm going to give you each a name or a thing, and you've got to tell me if it's a dog or a railway.
Oh, I
Okay.
love
Okay,
this.
so I'm going to start with Tony. So apologies for my pronunciation, but Sinesso del Etna, is that a railway or is it a dog?
Sinesso del Etna.
Etna.
Etna. That's a railway.
It's a dog.
Okay.
I love this game. I love this game already.
So Bess, Dalmatian.
Oh, that's a railway. No, it's a dog. I've got the easy one.
So you 1-0 so far. Tony,
I see where this one's going.
Northern Inuit.
That is a dog. It's.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
It's. I think it's like a breed of a husky.
Yes, it was used in Game of Thrones as a dire wolf.
No way.
Yeah, so it's a relatively new breed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like I'm knowledgeable, but Wikipedia told me once. So, Bessie, North Yorkshire Moors Railway.
Tony's face.
That's a breed of dog.
Let me think about this. Right. You say the last word's railway, so I'm going to go with that. It's just a guess.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done. Okay, so for the last round, I'm going to go with Bessie first.
Oh,
So pug.
Oh, pug. Yeah, that's a railway. No, that's a dog. There's one.
actually, it's a steam loco, isn't it?
Oh, it could be. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be. It could
Oh.
be. Yeah.
Or it
yeah.
could be her on the microphone.
Yeah. So
She's not going to do it now.
your
She's just
final
gonna oink.
is MC and Bolton Abbey Steam Railway.
That's a really tough one. That one. Josh, what do you think it is? I think that as well. I think it's a railway.
No, it's a dog. So Bessie wins that round.
Yeah, I feel like
Hold on. What do you mean it's a dog?
it's funny because when here we go, everyone have a drink. When I was a guard, we had people in other roles like management roles or like roster clerks or stuff. If there weren't guards available, and this is due to perhaps striking, we had what we called pugs, or they called themselves pugs. They were people utilised as guards, so they were pugs, but we would call them pop-up guards, and they didn't like it, and I don't know why. But yeah, there's always been pugs in my life.
So hopefully we've got time for a second round.
Okay. Well, second
I
round.
think I know who's going to win this. So, again, in the early hours of the night, I found these things on TikTok where people have dogs that are panting that sound like trains.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to play 2 each, and you've got to tell me if it's a dog or a train.
Okay.
Okay. So who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
Oh
Okay.
God, yeah, I'll have a
Okay.
go.
So let's just.
Dog. Even this is saying that's a dog.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Look at Yoshi. Look at Yoshi. Yoshi's like, what the?
The
is
dog's
that?
told
It's
me it was a dog.
It's a dog. Okay. So, Tony?
Probably gonna be an
I
elephant.
think
That's a steam thing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
a bit too easy. Really.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, Yoshi's not even paying
He
attention.
didn't even turn round.
No.
Okay, last one for Bessie.
So based on phoning a friend, I'm going to say both. Is
No,
there?
it's a train.
Oh, it is a train.
It's a train. Yeah.
No way.
And
I thought I could hear two things going on at once then.
maybe.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah,
she almost
yeah.
tricked me.
That's a steam train.
It's a dog.
Yeah.
No.
It's a dog. There he is.
Look at the size of that tongue.
I like that there's
No,
an
that's a
actual
steam train.
footage of a train.
No. It's just.
Whoa! It's like a spoon.
It's a dog. So, yay. I think you drew on that one.
Yeah, I would have said you'd won actually, to be fair.
What? That's crazy.
Thank you.
I like that game.
So your artistic endeavours, you've done posters and loads of other things. Did you get involved in the 69 with the BTP?
69016.
That's the one.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So I need to PC Ian Kennelly. Hello Ian. He's a lovely bloke. He's lovely. I call him PC friendly. He had the brilliant idea of 61016, the British Transport Police number. It's very similar to 69016. And with Ian being part of the BTP, I'd bumped into him and he said to me, what do you think about this? That is a great idea. And I like that idea so much, I'm going to draw up some concept art and I'll send it to you. And I did. The first thing I did was go home, drew up this concept art, sent it. And all I got back was, oh my God, wow, I love it. I mean, it's okay. And it then kind of spiraled from there. So I'd said to Ian, it's probably best if you contact GB Rail Freight from your official sounding BTP email, because they'll probably get sick of me going, hello again, I've got an idea. And you know what? They did so well. The design that I had sent to Ian originally, it's very different from that design, but it's fantastic. So my design was very white. I think if it was to be used in any seasonal work, it wouldn't stay that colour. So I like the fact that it is strikingly police officer blue with that
little reflective strip.
It's fantastic. It's great. And I saw it in the flesh for the first time the other day, and it's like, whoa, you're not going to miss it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've not seen it yet, but it had drawn some criticism, like from people saying, "Well, I don't like that."
Oh, but people say about everything.
Yeah, although
they
do.
really do.
Yeah.
I think the newest one to just come out. What was that? 66746 for the new
Britannic.
The Britannic.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that.
That
for
looks
the
quite
first
smart, I
time.
thought.
I like that blue. It's like blue tack blue. I really like
blue
it.
tack blue, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was having a look at comments, and people were like, "Oh, it's a bit sickly," and it's like, "Oh, yeah, but I like that."
It's kind of a pastel, isn't it? Is it pastel blue?
Yeah, it's an odd blue that you
Yeah.
never really see, and
Yeah.
I think it looks really
So
smart.
I think that's actually on the way to Euston today.
No, it's on its way back to Eastleigh.
Was it on its way back?
As we speak. Because
Oh.
if we weren't here, that's where we'd be.
Oh, we should have just gone and done that.
Oh, right, yeah. Interview on a platform.
Yeah, next time.
So that's GB run that as well, don't?
That's
the
correct,
loco.
yeah.
So would you have to have different skills to run a very expensive passenger train, to your intermodals and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
so they call it Class 1 driving because
Yeah.
your head code would start with a class. It's a
Yeah.
Class 1. It's an express train. It's speedy,
Yeah.
and you've got living things on the back and that you know of. It's
Yeah.
better than having living things on the back that you don't know that are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need Class 1 competencies.
And that's a whole different ball game, or
And it's a whole different ball game. Yeah, it's a whole.
because
different
I guess you
ball
can't slam your brakes on and stuff like that.
game. Can you imagine that everyone drinking their fancy cups of
Yeah.
tea and they're just like, whoop, the
Yeah.
teapot's gone.
Yeah.
And
You can, but then you hear the big bangs on the bulkheads of the coaches.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
then the complaint.
So is that something you'd like to do, or do you
I
like
would
your freight?
I would never say no to
Yeah.
having a go. But I say that passenger work doesn't interest me. I think because, like I was saying before, I like the nitty gritty. But actually, if there was still it's being diesel hauled, I'm all
Yeah.
over that. I'll do that. I don't mind
Yeah.
if yeah.
The diesel.
Yeah.
I just love the diesel tours and that.
Yeah.
Talking about special trains, you were wondering what you felt about the forthcoming end of the Royal train.
I think it's really sad. It is really sad. It's like we're losing the old railways. It's
Yeah.
all the old railways. And then to announce it during Rail 200 is
Yeah.
just an odd choice. I'm hoping that somehow someone's going to save it and utilise
Yeah.
it, and it's either a museum. I'm sure they'll use it as either a museum piece or have it as some sort of charter or.
Like the National Railway Museum,
Yeah.
National
Yeah.
Collection sort of thing.
It'd be such a shame to just go, nah, in the bin.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a shame that basically replacing it with two helicopters, and I don't quite get the green credentials there.
I mean, I kind of think, I kind of understand why he's done it or what he said about it, because I think it's just sat around really.
Yeah, because
most
it's
of
a
the
whole
time.
financial thing, really, isn't it? What is it,
Yeah.
like 90 grand a journey, or 90 grand for
Yeah,
two
because
journeys?
they've got to pay for the track access as well.
Yeah, and then all the maintenance and keeping it going and making sure
Yeah.
it's okay. And it is a shame because during the time with it just being sat, they could make so much money on it just
Yeah.
being sent around. But then I
it.
suppose if you've got little like Joe blogs like us on it, we might like little deviants. Oh, I'm gonna steal this thread from the
Your
curtain.
friend from the train at Stratford.
That's it. Yeah, just leave a gift.
That's
yeah,
it, yeah.
and I do think it's a shame. And yeah, old railway. We do need to modernise the railways. I don't know where helicopters come in, but it is a damn shame.
It is sad to see it go because I can remember when it came down here. We had the Queen visit in 1977. I was there. I was only 7 years old, out on the main road outside our school. She drove past. My mum was down the station getting the copper to take the pictures of the Royal Train.
Wow.
Because they stayed. Strangely, they put a procession over Holes Bay.
Yeah.
And they stored the Royal Train over there with the Queen and the Prince Philip on it.
That's very
overnight. Cool. And I've got pictures somewhere of the train being stabled over at Holes Bay.
Yeah, I remember it.
Coppers round it.
Yeah,
I remember it going through Dorchester South. That probably would have been the 1980s, I think. And I love the guys at Dorchester South because they were so helpful to the train spotters and the kids and stuff. And that was the only time that they wouldn't let us on the platform. We weren't allowed. They shut the stations down or the platforms down and didn't let any passengers stand on the platforms while the Royal Train was passing
Mum asked the
through.
policeman to take a picture of the Royal Train because he was on the station and she wasn't.
Yeah.
So I think it was one of them was Commonwealth Spirit on one of the locos.
Is that
on the front.
4755?
555, yeah, the one that's everywhere.
That's sad,
at
isn't it? I
once.
can remember that.
No, it's nice. I know. I kick myself when I don't remember things, and then
One of the other thing that I was actually meant to say is about how did, going back on the design and artwork that you do, how did the design for the fridge magnets come about? Because I was really surprised that you said that you designed them.
yeah.
And I was like, how did they come about?
So, I was very lucky to have 3 driving instructors. What I wasn't lucky about is that one of them was really annoying, but he would ask me. So he does a lot of the work at Swanage and raises money for Great Ormond Street Hospital, and had come to me and said, do you know where I can get magnets made? And there's me thinking that, he knows that I can draw, and I'm going, right, I get the hint, what do you want? And he's like, well, I just need to know where I can get certain magnets made. I need a design of this engine and on this. And I was like, right, okay, what ones do you want? And he's like, stop, I just need to know where I can get them made. I was like, oh, you're not hinting or anything, because I can make them for you. He's going, can you? Yeah, I'll draw them for you. Yeah. And there's me, absolutely stood being humbled like I needed to be. And I said to him, tell me what ones you'd like. I'll draw them and we'll go from there. And so he'd chosen the engines that ended up being magnets, and I drew them up, and he loved it. And I think he said thanks. But I'm sure he did at one point. But yeah, I can't remember. I was going through Instagram the other day, scrolling through, and someone had put a picture of their fridge, which was covered in railway magnets, and sure enough, there was a couple of them on there, and I was like, I did that.
No, I've got, what have I got on mine? I've got alphabet and loads of other magnets. Then I've got just a little GB rail freight one, and then I've got the 3 locos up the top.
Yeah, because I think I did. I can't even remember what ones. Was it 66741?
Was it the Swanage Railway?
Yeah, is that 741? Yeah, I did the Swanage Railway one. You know what? My memory's so bad. I just
wait till you get to our age.
There was
This is Eastleigh, the green 69.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Little thief stole a sweetie. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten that I'd done those magnets until, the other day, seeing a picture of someone's fridge with them on there. I was like, oh, that's so funny, I did that. I recognise those.
Oh,
I've got to smuggle mine onto the fridge,
Just sneak them on.
Yeah.
I recently did, and for the same driving instructor, did a poster for Swanage.
Yes. Because you
And-
signed some of these as well. didn't
Yeah,
you?
I signed. I think I did 15 of them.
Yeah.
Which was funny because he's given me this whole wad that he's printed because I said to him, right, I'll only sign them if they're printed on nice paper. I'm not going to. Don't bring me some normal A4. Yeah. And he did. He went out and
They were the worst thing is that I'd been to Swan Diesel Gala this year on the Friday, then I did the Saturday, and I had no intention of going on the Sunday. Yeah, I went on the Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Yeah. It's an experience to do, and the thing is now that I no longer have my mum here, so I'm not worried to have to go back to make sure that she's okay, sort of thing. And that's.
It's almost like a bittersweet freedom.
Yeah, after, I don't want to sort of say this, but after 17 years of caring for her, I've got my life back.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really awful.
No, not at all. It's because
understandable,
you've spent 17 years looking after your mum, and
Yeah,
now suddenly you can look after yourself and go and have a
I can't
nice
look after
time.
myself, but
Well,
yeah, I can,
putting it lightly.
I can get to the station and I can be there midnight or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like whenever I was down there and I said, "Oh yeah, we got an engineers training." She goes, "What time does it come in?" And I went, "Oh, it's about 1 o'clock." And all I get was, "You're fucking crazy, you are."
Oh, love her.
But
I mean, you are. She's got a point.
She got a point. But we did the engineers work that was down here. I can't remember how many trains it was. About 6 or 7 trains that came through in November, I think it was. And we were down there till about 3 or 4
Stupid
o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
Stupid o'clock in the morning, what we say. So
And that's
So, yeah.
nice
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when I last saw Andrew and Yoshi down at Dorchester, there was a lad. God,
Oh,
I think he
yes.
must have been about 9 years old. This
Yeah.
boy with his iPad,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
it was getting later and later, and he was going, "Oh, it's all right. My mum's just sat in the car." It's like, go. We're not going to do anything. Go
Yeah.
home. No, just in case.
just in
Like,
case.
does your mum know that you're stood here just in case? She's all right. She's got TikTok.
Oh, wow, yeah, she got TikTok. That's it.
Yeah, she'll be all right. She's not come and grabbed you by the ear yet.
Yeah, but
But you do end up just spending the time just goes.
Yeah, it does, and it's just like because there were times when the trains, as per normal, they never ever run to time, and they just there's slight delays, and 2.5 hours later I actually get in, and then she goes, "Where have you been?" And I said, "Well, the train was late." She goes, "Well, you could have come home and then gone back, but this was the time
No,
before."
because then as soon as you go
real-time
home,
trains.
and you don't know.
So, but
Yeah.
with real-time trains, that has really made it.
Oh yeah. It
Getting
helps a
about
lot,
a
doesn't it?
lot easier
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
days, but yeah, it's good because it's just like I going back to the magnets. I was just like, when I found out, it's just like you designed them. I went, no. It was just like, and then you said, yeah, I made them. I was like, really? It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and this is, I just like, people will ask me to do stuff, and yes,
Yeah.
I will do it. I want to do it. And I enjoy helping where I can, and when my instructor's coming back and go, "Oh, the things that you've made has raised this much money and this much money," and it's like,
Amazing.
it's a nice feeling.
I mean that is the thing as well, is because there's a lot of stuff that you've done for charity, and GBRF, they do a lot of stuff for charity. And one of the things, I think it was the first year in my flat, and I know my mum, she would have said, "You've spent what?" I mean, I ended up buying literally parts of a 317 cab, literally the AWS, the DRA switch, loads of stuff on the destination thing from the 313. I spent so much money.
It's so easy done, isn't it?
And I've got a 456 light cluster that's sat on my balcony.
Yeah, because you have it. It's
'Cause you
like,
can.
wow, I've got this thing.
Yeah.
What do I do with it?
Yeah.
The thing was, though, he wanted me to take 2.
And you didn't?
I mean, I could have, but just like, no, one's enough. So
Yeah,
I've
I'm
got-
exactly the same, picking up random bits and bobs off the side of the track, and
Yeah,
you do
that's
end
it,
up
and-
accumulating it all.
Yeah, I mean, I even had the signal ID plates off of when they did the old resignaling down here, and I had the PO4 and whatever the other one was, I can't remember, signal identification plates off the gantry.
That's
the
really
signals-
cool.
But I then sold them to my mate.
There's a signal number by Basingstoke that I really. Now me saying it out loud, I'm not going to be able to steal it because if and when it goes missing, they'll know it was me.
Yeah.
But it's Bravo Echo 513, so I just see it as Bessie. And, and it was a friend of mine that had pointed it out before that was saying, "Oh, I see it as the Bessie signal." It's like, oh, I want that now.
So. I think we've kind of overrun.
Oh, I'm so
sorry.
No,
not at all. Because I've loved
No,
it. Is there anything that you want to get in while we're here? Or you're quite happy with?
Yeah, I'm happy. You know what? There is just so much. There is so much that I've somehow managed to fit in, and yeah, it's just absolute. Even being here today is just amazing. Pinch me moment. I can't believe it, and it's so nice to see you both.
It's finally great to actually meet you because obviously we chatted on Instagram, I think it was.
Yeah, and Twitter, and we've been chatting for a long time.
Yeah, which is and it's great because finally to meet you because obviously when Andy went to Dorchester and you met Yoshi, and I didn't realise it was you in the train, and I was so jealous, like, oh no, I would have loved to have met you. But
yeah, because we were just stood on the platform for hours and hours, nothing was going on. We were having a really nice time. I kind of remember you being there now. I was just chilling out with Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi being the dude.
But, I do remember you just leaning out the car window shouting Yoshi.
I did.
So basically, I don't know you. Who are you? So Yoshi is bless him. He's just chewing now.
Well,
he's not interested.
It's not even his own chew.
He's been on the rob.
Yeah. He's on the rob.
But no, it's been really, really great. I was so nervous because it's just like I said to Andy, I've got to get cue cards. I've got to get stuff to remember to ask. He's like, oh, she's probably thinking that you're such a dilbert or something like that.
No, not any chance to talk about working on the railway, the history of the railway. Just talking about the railway because usually there are people at work and I'm going and they're like. Do you ever just shut up about the railway? No.
No, that's fine. That's good. I mean, that is really, really good, and it's helped us out a lot. And
thank you. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And we have help as well.
We have help. And thank you for having stink pot down here. Sorry, I've just woken you up, but it's on purpose.
Pinky, bless her.
Little Bambi. Say goodbye, everyone.
Yoshi's too busy eating.
Yoshi's eating again. But
Railway Dogcast, my two favourite things, railway and dogs, and this is
great. My favourite things. So,
thank you so much.
If I could have got Doctor Who in as well, I would have done it.
That's when you would have lost me. I only know number 9, and that does me. I was happy there.
Yeah, probably wise.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This episode of the Railway Dogcast was recorded in July 2025.
So it's nice to actually talk about things that I get up to and then why I've done what I've done or the reasons behind we have certain things. Who's singing to it?
Come here.
What questions are you asking, mate? Because I don't know what you're saying.
I know what he's saying. He's saying, I want treats.
You've got sweets, put them in my face. If he likes a long chew, I've got a few long chews that might keep him quiet for a bit.
I've got a long chew as well, actually.
Give him the long chew.
We'll just take a break and get a long chew.
Oh, bless
I love
him.
that he's getting involved.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when we did the one with Colin. It's just like he's just like hanging around in. I was like, there, going like that. It's just like there's
a boy. Well, not.
Oh, that is a long chew. That's amazing. I'd love one of them. No, Bambi's are only about the size of a finger. I don't know how long that would take her to get through. Thank you. Bambi, what do you think of this? It's the size of her body. Oh, my goodness. The Mega Chewy Chicken Twist. Wow. Oh, I've dropped the silica. Sorry, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm trashing the place. You guys are clearing up after me.
That's fine.
What do you think about that? Yeah? It's like, wow, I've never seen something like it in my life. Don't know what to do with it.
Never work with children and animals.
Yeah, I don't know what they mean.
I think she goes, right, I'm not really interested in that. Oh, I'll give it a lick.
She doesn't really know what to do with it.
She's she's looking up at you. She's like,
What do I do with
yeah,
that?
you know, like
Ungrateful. Yeah, well, see you
Well, I
later.
know someone who will have it in a minute.
And have a long chew.
just under the chair. She's going right. So no, I'm not really.
Okay, we'll chill there. We'll hang out there. Funny little thing.
So, where were we?